and watch the step cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17th curb.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I want to say I see y'all. I see y'all at the game. Hurt season hats on deck, making its way all the way to KC, man. Make sure you tap in with Big Print Champs. Click the link in the bio. Use code BULLY10 at checkout and grab your Hurt season hat, because the way that this thing going, we might be having some Hurts for MVP hats coming real soon. So, the Philadelphia Eagles are 9-1. We take out the the Kansas City Chiefs. I want to thank everybody that joined the live stream last night. I streamed the whole game. I usually don't do that, but I felt like that game was of great importance, and we learned a lot, during that stream. 9-1. We take care of business at Arrowhead. Another come from behind victory for Jalen Hurts. Just a fantastic game, man. A fantastic game, all around team win. You can argue that it wasn't clean football, but the conditions and the weather weren't clean. The Philadelphia Eagles find ways to win at all times, man. I was worried about that Kansas City defense, and for good reason. For good reason. I was worried about the coaches having to, show up in this game, and for good reason. It was looking like that. We were getting out coached in the first half of that game for sure. Sean Desai gave up 100 yards rushing in the first half of that game. It was looking ugly. Isaiah Pacheco, he going off on us. Patrick Mahomes being elusive in the pocket like Patrick Mahomes does. And Patrick Mahomes could do no wrong. So when I'm saying Patrick Mahomes doing X, Y, and Z, we already know the type of caliber he is and what he brings to the table. But what I didn't expect was for the Philadelphia Eagles to give up that many rushing yards in the first half of this ball game. Didn't like it. I like the Philadelphia Eagles' second drive in response to Kansas City, bringing the game 7-7. But after that, man, the offense was just stone cold until probably midway in the third quarter when we had to have it and we had to make something happen. I want to give credit to where credit is due. You know what I mean? I want to give credit to Sean Desai. That defense didn't allow a single point in the second half of that game, and I was wildly impressed by that, man. Wildly impressed by that. I want to give credit to Kevin Byard. Kevin Byard came out to play. He was in large part the reason why Travis Kelce had such an awful day. And, that speaks volumes. Kevin Byard was all over the field, got an interception in this game. Kevin Byard was playing the safety position as well as you could play it against the best quarterback in the game. Kevin Byard makes plays. He's a playmaker, and it's looking like that he's just now learning this playbook. I want to give credit to the defensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles as well. The defensive line kept bringing relentless pressure. Patrick Mahomes, he made plays because he's Patrick Mahomes, but we were there. We were jumping in passing lanes, batting balls down. We had a lot of guys being active, man. I really like what I saw from the defense in the second half of this game. I don't know if it's a smoke screen or I don't know if I could take it serious, but, I liked it, man. We 9-1. It is what it is. Jalen Hurts always finds a way, man. If you leave Jalen Hurts around long enough, the Philadelphia Eagles will find a way to, win the game. This is what Jalen Hurts does, man. I wasn't worried at all. You know what I mean? You don't like sometimes the way that your team is performing. I get it. But you know how close the game was, 17-7. That's like light work for Jalen. It's a 10-point lead. If you don't get us out of the way, we're going to come back and win that game 9 times out of 10. Let's summarize the level of Jalen Hurts' play by Victor Williams. Shout out to Victor Williams, the Philly Pod. To summarize Jalen Hurts' level of play, that's 13 straight wins versus teams with winning records. That's 7 straight wins when trailing by 10. Gave Mahomes his first home loss in November/December in the last 5 years. Youngest quarterback ever to start 9-1 or better in back-to-back seasons. This is the best quarterback playing the game right now. This is the winningest quarterback right now. This is the winner that's playing the game at the position. So you can't look at the stats, 150 passing yards, no touchdowns. You can't look at the stats and say, well, how is this guy an MVP candidate? Jalen Hurts is a winner. And at the end of the day, that's the type of stuff we got to get back to. We got to cut out the Skip Bayless rhetoric. We got to cut those things out, man. We got to cut out the my guy outstatted your guy. Come on, bro. What is that? But did you win the football game? Those are the things that matter, and these are the results that Jalen Hurts brings to the table. Winning opens checkbooks. Winning opens checkbooks in the National Football League. You want a checkbook open? Start winning some football games. Start winning some football games if you want a checkbook open. Brian Johnson, I'm still hot and cold on Brian Johnson, mainly more cold than anything. I think the play calling was atrocious. Had Jalen Hurts not audible to that deep ball to Smitty, I don't know if he win that game. I don't know if you win that game. I also got to give credit to Nickel Roby-Coleman punching that ball out for Kelsey. The defense was very opportunistic in the red zone. You know what I mean? Getting Patrick Mahomes in the red zone 3 times in the second half and have him come away with nothing because you forced 2 turnovers. That's not easy to do, man. That's not easy to do, man. Brian Johnson, I mean, I don't know if Brian Johnson is the long-term answer, but sometimes I fear if you can win a Super Bowl with a coach like Brian Johnson calling the plays. I just didn't like the situational play calling. I talked about this before the game. The coaches have to win this game. But is the Philadelphia Eagles, are we looking like the new America's team, quote unquote? Are we the new America's team in terms of ratings? I keep telling you guys, winning opens the checkbook. Winning opens the checkbook. The biggest 3 games of the season, look who was playing in it. The Philadelphia Eagles, from a view standpoint. You know what I mean? Monday Night Football against the Chiefs just last night was the highest viewed Monday Night Football game in the last 27 years. The last 27 years. The highest viewed Monday Night Football game. All eyes was glued onto the best 2 quarterbacks in the National Football League last night. Not what these other guys talking about. These other guys talking about their teams making Forbes lists and stuff like that. For how long? Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching could be champions. People want to watch real champions. The Eagles and Dallas Cowboys, the 2nd highest viewed game. The Eagles and the Jets, the 3rd highest viewed game of the season. You tell me what's the common denominator. You tell me what's the common denominator. It's the birds, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles. Whether you want us to win or lose, you're going to tune in to see what's happening. And I got nothing but respect for the Philadelphia Eagles and Howie Roseman for putting this team together, especially when you look at the fact that Howie Roseman does things that other people don't. Nickel Roby-Coleman obviously got a lot left in the tank. He was sitting at home on the couch waiting for a phone call. The Tennessee Titans didn't see the value in Kevin Byard. Who knows where that situation can go? But 9-1, the Bills coming up next. I feel sorry for the Bills because it's Kelly Green night again in Philly. The Bills about to get treated to a real surprise that they're not even really ready for real. Mitchell and Ness and the Philadelphia Eagles Pro Shop just dropped a new Kelly Green line. Kelly Green, slime green all over the place, man. Make sure you tap in, stay in tune, stay connect with that. Also, Big Print Champs, we got you guys with the Kelly Green Hurt Season hats. Everything is available. Everything is right in front of us. Jalen Hurts now has the odds, the best odds for winning MVP, and that's what we out here to get. We out here to get everything that belongs to us. Make no mistake, man. Make no mistake. The Super Bowl window is firmly open. They laughed at us when we drafted them. Now look who's getting the last laugh.